Hello walkers, and welcome to Val Gardena, Italy in the Dolomites. Wow, it has been a big day. We started all the way over on the far side of that pink ridge. Kind of below at the base, not at the base, midway down the grayer, taller ones. Came all the way down into that grassy area, and then came up, for some reason, this 1,000-foot canyon here, a lot of which requires holding on to these metal cables. Not quite a true via ferrata, but close enough for my taste. It's been a long day, but it has been amazing. You can see, look, I wish I had the energy to film all of this, all of the entire walks, but I just don't. Look at all these mountains. Like, that's 2 or 3 ridges into the distance there. Look at the valley down below. It's the Passo Val de Gardena. And then you come over here up to the top, get into all this limestone and into these massive jutting cliffs. My name is Henry. I will be your proxy walker today, your virtual travel guide, your co-discoverer. And today we are discovering the end of day 3 on our trek along the Alta Via 2 in the Dolomites. We're only going to do half the Alta Via 2, but that's okay. It's been very physically challenging for me personally, just because I'll show you some of how steep these things are. You'll be going along and then, oh yeah, here's a 1,000-foot climb that's just ridiculously steep, in my opinion. Skeeves me out a little bit to get this close, but you can see people going down this rope way. I think I should be able to see them. Yeah, somewhere in there. And then way down below, they're at the base of the ropeway, and then they've got another, 500 feet of descent to go, and then a mile's walk over to Val de Gardena, if that's where they're headed. But look at all this limestone out here. I'm going to take you over to Puez Hoot, which is one of the refugios, or Refugio Puez. Everything here has at least a German and Italian name. And in this area also, we're getting into the region where they speak Latin, which is a Romance variant. Latin speakers are in Italy and parts of Italy, parts of Switzerland, and parts, I believe, of Austria. I'm not sure about that one. Sorry guys, this is as close as I'm going. It was, if you're wondering if it's scary to do that rope thing, let me just assure you that it is, at least for me. My youngest son, who is not a fan of that sort of thing, said it was terrifying, but he certainly went up without any display of fear. I was super proud of him. And my older son, who loves all this stuff, mountaineering and hiking, he didn't even bat an eye. He was kind of annoyed that he had to wait for us. But such is the obligations of families. Look at this, man. Look at all these mountains. And just the dramatic nature of them. The light isn't ideal right now because it's still a little high. It's about 4 p.m. 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 or 11 degrees Celsius is my best guess. And 8,500 feet of elevation. Boy. So I'm guessing at that 1,000-foot range. You can look up Passo. We came up from Passo Val de Gardena, which is up from Selva de Gardena. And that's just, get up here on this plateau. Ah, I love it. All right, so we're gonna head over and just do a quick little tour. This will be a short walk because I'm kind of whooped. But we're going to go over and see, we'll get a view of the trail we're going to take tomorrow, part of it anyway. And we'll see the hut, the Refugio, and we will see the little tarn that they've dammed up to have some water available. Yesterday at Refugio, what was it? Which one was it? I'm losing track of them. Is this the Puez hut? Oh my goodness. I hope I didn't just tell you all the wrong names. I think this is Pichiadu. Son of a gun. Anyway, we started out at Puez Hut, and it was awesome. Check out the Instagram channel there to get a couple I posted on Traveling Filmmaker, I think, this afternoon. Sorry about that. This is Pichiadu because this is sort of Pichiadu Mountains or something. I haven't quite figured all this out yet. We seem to cover so much ground. Look at these awesome blackbirds. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. I'd like to give you guys a shout out because you're keeping me in beer along the way here. Keeping my kids in hot cocos. Yeah. Refugio Pichiadu. I can't believe I messed that up. Sorry. My apologies to the proprietors of Pichiadu and Puez Hut. Check out the website, citywalksvirtualtours.com, where we organize and collate, not collate, I am tired, curate videos, walking videos that we think you like, and then make them organizing. This triangle with a 2 in it is for Altavia 2. Means we're along the Altavia 2 route. There are several Altavia routes. Altavia 1 is the most popular, I think. I think it's a little easier. This one has been challenging. We are on trail 666, as you can see the number here, and then a little painted hash mark to indicate that this is the trail. The Dolomites, as I mentioned in another video, are named for this sort of creamy colored rock, which is Dolomite, I think it's Dolomite limestone. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. Look at those. It's really hard for me to wrap my head around the sheer scale and intensity. I'm searching for the right word to describe this place, because it's not just right here, right? It's everywhere we look. It's just gorgeous and just mind-blowing. So there's a little diagonal at the base of that cliff there, heads up to the right, and we're going to be taking that trail in the morning up and over another little ropeway in that gap, I believe, and then another 9 miles tomorrow. Today was about 7.5. Look at this. I think you can start to hear the hut, the hikers. I think the hut sleeps 90 people in dormitory style rooms. So we have a room with 6 beds. We're not sure if we'll have roommates tonight or not. We did in Puez Hut, we had 2 roommates and there were 7 beds, but it was very nice, very cozy. Here you can get a good look down into the valley below, and you get into this sort of quintessential alpine look, right? To me, so you got this forest, you got these mountains, these high mountain meadows, the sort of Bavarian or Alpine style architecture down in there. Lots of little roads running around, bunch of gondolas. We have some people headed up this way. There's a trail going off just to the left of the hut there. People are headed down. Whoop. Look at that. Not sure what the other flag below, between the Italian flag and the EU flag is. Hello. Obviously they have a hard time with water up here, so it's all rationed. Or supposedly it is, and then they've got this thing over here, which is just spewing water. I don't know if it's a spring or a pump house or what's working there, but you can fill up, that's potable water, I believe. You can fill up your water bottle right there. Log trough, that's a common sight here. Oh, look at this. All right, so here's what we do. We do this, you walk around the corner, and then it's like, oh, look at that, huh? I'll be darned. Oh, it's a good life. All right, and then I'm not sure which little town that is, or maybe it's just ski resort. A lot of skiing in this area. And then you can see the mountains. They just stretch on forever, it seems like. There just isn't... I just don't know of anything like this in the States to this extent. Certainly there are magical places, Glacier National Park, Yosemite National Park. Lots of places like this, but nothing that just keeps going and going. And of course, you've got this whole hut system, refugio system. Wind's gonna hit that microphone. That makes it all very doable. You don't have to carry everything on your back. We're just carrying our clothes, a sleep sack, some camera gear for me, that sort of thing. I love these little black birds, their yellow beaks. There's Traveling Mel. And she'll be doing a whole blog post on this trek, and sort of we'll have pictures and stuff of the inside of the refugios and that sort of thing. As I suck air, trying to get my breath. Here we go. Watching my feet, my step. There's that lake or tarn that I was talking about. Look at these giant boulders down in here. I mean, that one at the head of the lake, that cube-looking one, is as big as a house, easily. Small house. Must have made a heck of a noise when it came down. I gotta watch my feet here. Oh, look at how, this is also kind of crazy. I'm going to show you some flowers. So you see, they're just amazing to me that they can be clinging to life here in early September. And they've got their blooms out, and there are some insects around, not a lot. Here's another trail marker, 666. And this is Naturdenkmal Monumento Naturale. You cannot, obviously, I think they use this for drinking water, so you can't swim in it or bathe in it, which I think is reasonable for a alpine lake. It's like the traffic coming down that trail is petering out. It was kind of awkward, a lot of sort of stopping and waiting because people were coming down as we were coming up. And I kind of welcomed it because I was headed up and I was out of breath a lot. But eventually made it. And it didn't take as long as I expected it to, which was nice. But we got a big day tomorrow. Folks trying to find the trail. Look at this clear, pristine water coming out of here. Hello. Sort of take the steps slowly. I'm regretting a little bit that I climbed back up to that hut, but I did want to show you this down here. The color of this lake and this trail and all this stuff. I'd say kudos to the alpine clubs that keep these trails marked and maintained. It's got to be tough every winter, every spring coming here and make sure everything's well marked and on that scree slope. It's got to shift every year. those windows up top are all bedrooms, I believe. All right, guys, it's a short one, but you don't want to listen to me huff and puff the whole time. So maybe another one tomorrow. Until then, keep on stepping.